Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking Pretty Little Liars Season 6, Episode 13, aka the episode that really made me freak out hysterically and hyperventilate and just all around fangirl, I guess. So yeah, I know that I made a video 2 weeks ago talking about how Pretty Little Liars was back, and I was really excited about it, and wow. This episode, guys, I don't even know where to start. I just have so many things to say, and I've already tweeted quite a lot about this episode. Let me bring up my tweets so that I have something to reference. So yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, then you don't know, but I tend to always tweet when I'm watching a TV show, and in particular, Pretty Little Liars has definitely been one I always tweet about, and I kind of tweet about it in a really vague way because I know that some of my friends that follow me on Twitter don't always watch the episode when I do, so I always have to share my opinions on the episode without giving too much away in the tweets. So my tweets are really vague, but I really just need to talk about this entire episode. So I'm just gonna go with it for this video. Like, honestly, I'm trying to keep it together, trying to form words to describe how I feel. But this episode, I mean, it was just everything piled on top of each other, just it just kept building up, and it was like, oh my god. Okay, first thing that I want to talk about in the episode is the fashion this season. 5 years forward, the girls are mostly still dressing fabulously, but I have two major fashion things that I really need to talk about. The first one being Arya's purple sequin shirt that she was wearing. I didn't know how to feel about that, and the fact that she paired it with those brown trousers, I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Because I didn't like the color combination, and I didn't really know how to feel about the shirt in general. So there was that. Second thing that I want to talk about is Hannah's kimono type thing that she was wearing towards the second half of the episode. I kind of thought it was a dressing gown at first when she was at Arya's house, but then she went to the police station in it and stuff, so I guess that's her actual outfit, which is a nice outfit, not gonna lie. It was really adorable. I liked it, but I just didn't see that as a thing you wore outside of your house. So there was that as well. Oh, also, Emily had a really nice grey dress on in this episode. Just thought I'd point that out as well, because I didn't hate all the fashion choices in this episode. But yeah, just a little bit curious as to what the fashion is now, because I kind of liked it better whenever they were dressing the way they were in high school. Not really sure how else to feel about it. So yeah, there was that at first. The next thing I want to talk about is, well, first of all, one of the tweets that I made was about the barn in Pretty Little Liars, Spencer's barn. I was like, has the barn always looked like that? Because, I feel like it got renovated or something. It looks a lot nicer now than it used to. I don't know, maybe it's just me. I mean, I know since the night that Allison disappeared that the barn has gone under some renovation, obviously, because Melissa's been living there and stuff. So, I knew it had been renovated, but it just looks different this season. That, or I literally just don't pay attention to the scenery at all. But yeah, there's that. Also, I commented on Lucas. Lucas was back this episode, and he kind of looks really suspicious. He kind of looks like he was on drugs, not gonna lie, unless that's how he's always looked. But to me, something was off about Lucas, especially the way that he was just willing to jump to Hannah's rescue, oh, I'll be your alibi, oh, you can stay here with me. No, something's up with Lucas. I mean, he's been shady before, but the fact that he hasn't seen Hannah in 5 years and he's just ready to help her right now, I don't trust that. So whatever Lucas is going on, I know he's leaving town, but I still don't trust him. And his apartment, I mean, there's got to be some stuff in his apartment that's shady AF, so I'm really interested to know what's the deal with Lucas being back, even if it was for that one episode. And then Melissa was also back this episode. Oh my gosh, all the characters are just coming back. Even the parents are back, and it's fabulous. So yeah, Melissa's back, and she was with Spencer doing the campaign thing for her mom, and then they were talking to this reporter, and basically the reporter got a call in the middle of his interview with Melissa, and then Melissa freaked out because the interviewer's questions changed, and the interviewer is also very shady. I guess, A's back, which they are, by the way. I will get into that later, but yeah, so Melissa's freaking out because she thinks that the reporter was talking about the tape of Melissa's confession the night that Allison disappeared, but no, they're talking about the security tape that Hannah erased, because obviously the police wanted to check hotel surveillance for any like things that happened, because obviously they knew Hannah was staying there, so they were like, okay, well, we need to check the hotel security just in case. Smiley face Lorenzo. And obviously they found out, oh, hey, someone deleted security footage, and it obviously leads to Hannah's mom, who's the manager of the hotel, which automatically leads to Hannah. So there's like some issue with that. We don't really know how much trouble Mrs. Marin is in, and obviously Hannah lies and is like, okay, I didn't delete the tape, but we know she did. So there's that going on as well, and all the girls have to go into the police for questioning, and it is all very serious, even though it only showed Hannah being questioned because the other girls all lied. Like, the whole like thing is like, okay, so there's no security footage, so we all look really guilty, so we gotta lie about it. So they all like say that whenever they went up to Hannah's room, they all passed out, except for Hannah, who stayed up with Lucas because Lucas decides to be her alibi. It's this whole big thing. So yeah, moving on, cause like I feel like I'm just talking like a million miles a minute. Like, I just have so much to say and like so many feelings, and I feel like I'm gonna repeat myself, and I'm really sorry, but this is literally my genuine reaction. I just finished watching the episode like seconds before I hit record, so I'm freaking out. Okay, looking at my tweets, the next thing I talked about was, okay, this is the thing that freaked me out the most: Spencer and Caleb. Okay, I think I talked about this in the last Pretty Little Liars video I did, but I don't like them together. I'm a huge Caleb shipper. Like, whenever Ashley Benson and Taylor Blackburn bought out those Caleb Forever shirts, I bought one because I was like, yes, hashtag Caleb Forever, to find out that in season 5, that's not a thing anymore. Not even season 5, we're on season 6, basically. So yeah, Caleb and Hannah broken up forever. Is that actually is that a thing? Like, oh my god, what? Because I really liked Hannah and Caleb together. I really like Spencer and Toby together. Both of those two ships brought out t-shirts, which I both have, so the fact that they, like, the ships broke up, it's just devastated me. But the Spencer and Caleb thing, oh, guys, I could not even deal. I could not even deal. I was freaking out. I was yelling at my screen. I was literally like, no, this isn't happening, but it is. And like, I didn't know how to feel about it. I just freaked out so much. I was like, no, this looks so wrong, but like, I have no words. I mean, guys, why are they doing this to us? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'll admit that I've seen some people on Tumblr who have kind of been okay with the Spencer and Toby, or the Spencer and Caleb thing, and it's like, I can kind of see why they would be a really good couple, not gonna lie, but like, I mean, it's undeniable that they have chemistry together on screen. Like, seeing them in the last couple of episodes, like, I'll admit, okay, like, they are good together, but like, actually seeing them like kiss and stuff, like, guys, I mean, that scene was very, yeah, I mean, there are no words. I mean, I guess, like, in time I will get around to shipping it, because literally every TV show I watch, there are some really unlikely ships that come about, and I do end up shipping them all in the end. I even ended up shipping Mike and Mona. So I mean, if Spencer and Caleb can make it work, then I guess I can ship them. Right now I'm just in shock, and I'm not ready to accept the fact that Caleb is over, so I just need some time to process, and I really think that we all need that. So yeah, that definitely freaked me out a lot. And then the thing that happened to Sarah, this is the one thing that I think really disappointed me, because I thought like some really horrible like thing happened to Sarah. I thought it was going to be like the Jenna thing all over again, which really it wasn't. So yeah, we finally found out what happened to Sarah in the mental asylum the night that Charlotte almost killed herself and all that stuff. So yeah, basically Sarah burned her hands, and I was like, how did that even happen? Like, cause like I said in the last video that I made about Pretty Little Liars, I was like, okay, all we know is that Emily punched her, and we were all like, yes, queen, cause she needed to be punched. But yeah, so basically what happened was that whenever Sarah was getting up after Emily punched her, she like put her hands out on these exposed wires, and she got like electrocuted slash burned, which to me was like a little bit lackluster. To me, I thought like something way worse had happened to her or something, but like no, that's kind of just, that's all that happened. And like none of the girls stopped it from happening because they all like saw it, but they like didn't grab her. And Emily did almost go to grab Sarah, but then Allison was like, no, don't. And so they all just watched her get her hands burned, and like she passed out. And like I'm pretty sure that if you grab like exposed wire and you get like electrocuted slash burned, you get a lot worse done to you than like your hands being burnt. But yeah, so there was that. And so yeah, also Sarah's been really shady lately, like following Emily around everywhere, which I feel like is a thing now. Like I guess ever since Emily punched her, Sarah has a thing against her, which I wouldn't be surprised about. But yeah, like Sarah's just really focusing on Emily all the time, and I'm like, why Emily in particular, other than the fact that like she was closest to Emily and then Emily kind of like turned against her. Like I'm still trying to figure this out, and I'm still trying to figure out what Sarah has to do with anything anyway, because I mean, she's supposed to be Red Coat and Black Widow, so she obviously had a closer relationship to Cece than we think. So what's the deal with that? Because I'm still not getting any answers here. In fact, I have even more questions. One thing I didn't tweet about because I didn't know how to tweet about it, and plus I thought I tweeted too much already about it, about Pretty Little Liars in general. Yeah, Ezra, guys, what's his deal? Like, he at first makes you think, like, okay, first of all, Ezra is an alcoholic. He's just like gone off the reels ever since he was away and that girl died or disappeared. Whatever happened to her, I'm pretty sure she's dead. Yeah, so he like came back, his life's a mess, he's an alcoholic, but Arya thinks that she can help him. Except Ezra's being very strange and very like, I don't even know how to trust Ezra anymore. Like at first he's all like, you know me, Arya, I would never do something like that, but I'm not sad that Charlotte's dead. And you're like, okay, but it kind of sounds like you killed Charlotte. And then, like, all the girls come in and interrogate him, being like, yo, Ezra, please admit to the police what you did, because we don't want to get in trouble for this. Yo, what's the deal? Why are you being so shitty? Blah, blah, blah. And he suddenly gets so angry and is so, like, get out of my apartment now kind of thing. Like, oh my god. That scene was super intense. Everyone was yelling. It was so, like, it just really threw me. I was, like, not expecting that at all. It gave me all the feels, guys. Like, this episode just, I mean, so many things. But yeah, so Ezra's, like, did something after he left Arya at the hotel the night that Charlotte died. I don't necessarily think that he killed Charlotte, but he definitely did something very, like, mysterious that he doesn't want to talk about, because knowing Ezra and everything that he said, even though it sounds like he kind of did kill Charlotte, I definitely don't think that's what he did, because I feel like this is Pretty Little Liars' way. They like make it hyped up that he's totally guilty of something, but in reality he didn't do anything, because you know the way that we all thought that Ezra was A at one point, and then it was like, no, he's not, he's just writing a book. Like, I feel like he needed to go somewhere to do something, but is not willing to tell anyone yet. It's kind of like Emily's thing, which I'll talk about after. Like, I just feel like he's up to something, or like he's doing something, he's conspiring against, like, I don't know where I'm going with that, but like he's got something going on that he just doesn't want to tell anyone right now, and for some reason I feel like it might have something to do with Sarah, because you know Sarah just always comes up in these kind of situations, so I'm not really sure what's going on with Ezra. Okay, so moving on to Emily's thing, we finally find out what's going on with her. Okay, 1, she's not a druggie, which is good. 2, she doesn't have cancer, which is even better. But 3, the actual truth was not what I was expecting at all. Okay, so basically, Emily ended up dropping out of college after her dad died, which is understandable. She was going through a lot. And then she blew through her inheritance money. I don't really know what she did with the inheritance money. She just spent it all. And so she needs money. And the way that she's going to do that is by donating her eggs. which I never saw coming. I thought that was really surprising because, like, was anyone really expecting that? I was not. The only time that I've ever, like, watched a TV show where that kind of thing was even a storyline was, like, 90210. And even then, like, the girl didn't even end up going through with it, but Emily is. And I'm just wondering how her mum will feel about that. Because obviously her mum doesn't know any of this, but then she gets a letter finding out that Emily got kicked out of uni and is like, okay, so what's going on with that? But Emily hasn't told her, so obviously she'll find out, and then that'll blow up. But just gotta wait until that happens, and we also have to wait to see if the other girls find out, because so far only Hannah knows. But I mean, someone's gonna find out. Someone's gonna find on the needles and stuff for the hormones, and they're gonna ask questions. So yeah, we know what Emily's secret is. And yeah, so I feel like that's everything. The last thing that I need to talk about is obviously the big thing at the end of the episode, which I think we've been waiting for a long time. Like, I mean, we've only been waiting 2 episodes for this, but like the return of A, whoever that is, although this time A's got an upgrade, because not only is A getting rid of the black hoodie and the black gloves for good, A is using emojis. Like, whenever he texts Arya and then the little, like, devil icon came up, I was like, oh my god. And because they use, like, the red devil emoticon, like, it's not a real emoji, it's like an emoticon thing. Anyway, because they use the red devil, all I could think about was Scream Queens and the fact that they have a red devil anonymous character in it. Like, that's literally what I thought about. But I don't think that this is about to be a crossover thing, but if it was, that'd be really cool. So yes, A is back, except they're not calling themselves A. They just sign off with the little red devil emoticon. Yeah, basically they text Arya being like, I know what something about, like, knowing what you did or something, and she, like, wants to make her talk, which is basically A sort of thing anyway. But yeah, so, like, I was more focused on the fact that A used emoji, and it's like, is that how we're signing the text off now? This red devil emoji? We're not gonna say A, we're not gonna, like, say B or, like, any other letter. It's just gonna be the devil emoticon. I don't know. I wanna know. And also, A is, like, going through all of the stuff in storage, like, with the masks and the dolls and everything, and it, like, threw out the black hoodies and was typing into a search engine, which was not Google, by the way. It was, like, some other search engine, which I thought had some significant meaning, but I guess it doesn't, because it's like maybe they just didn't get Google to sign off on, like, showing the search page. They were searching uniforms. So A's coming back with a brand new uniform, and I'm excited to see what that is about, and who A is, because right now, like, everyone be looking suspicious. But yeah, so that was the Pretty Little Liars episode in a nutshell. That was all my thoughts on it. I feel like I definitely covered everything I needed to say. I feel so much better now that I've talked about it, because honestly, like, about 20 minutes ago, I was just freaking out. I literally just didn't even know how to process how I was feeling, but it really does help to talk about it, or, like, to blog about it. So yeah, when I can't talk to my friends about it, I'll talk to you guys about it, or I'll tweet about it. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, then there will be a link in the description below, because I tweet every Wednesday about Pretty Little Liars, because I'm in the UK, so we don't get to watch it on Tuesdays, but I watch it on Wednesdays because it's on Netflix. And yeah, okay, I guess that's it. I'll stop rambling now. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and please let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this episode of Pretty Little Liars. It definitely freaked me out a lot. I definitely had a lot of, like, oh my god, what the hell's going on moments. I just freaked out a lot, and I'm pretty sure you guys can tell from this video. And yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Toby was all like, oh, Allison puts the bat signal up and y'all come running back to Rosewood to save her, or help her or whatever.